All right, Sagittarius, we are going to do a reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We are going to focus on whoever is on your mind. So, this is also for Sagittarius stelliums, or if you just have strong Sagittarius in your energy. The person on Sagittarius's mind, how does this person feel? What are their thoughts and feelings about Sagittarius? So we have judgment. I feel like this person is not making a decision when it comes to something, or it may be something that, like, a cycle isn't closed out between the two of you. They may be wanting closure, or something's just not completely done yet. A cycle is not completed here, or they don't feel like a cycle is completed here. How does this person feel about, tell us about judgment, the magician. So we have Libra energy, we have Virgo, Gemini energy. This person is coming across with the magician in this particular deck, this particular card here. This magician is like having an issue manifesting. They may not be able to, maybe they don't know what they want. They don't know how to manifest something. Something's not quite finished. There's a lack of closure possibly between the two of you. This person could have also made some very unwise decisions, or that's how they're seeing you, as someone that's making not very good choices, off balance or something like that. How does this person feel about Sagittarius? What are their feelings? Lessons. It says, I'm learning my divine lessons and will soon be by your side. They haven't completely, if you guys are not together, this person has, which I don't think you are together, but this person has not closed the cycle. They're not quite over it. That's why we have a judgment with this card, because this person is not, I don't feel like they're completely done, and they're still working this out, or spirit is still like teaching them or getting them to learn whatever it is that they've had to learn from this connection, but they're not done. Like, they may want to try to work things out with you, they may want to come back, but with the magician reverse, there's a lack of energy. It's like they doesn't know how to manifest, doesn't know what to do, lack of energy, lack of focus or direction here, but not completely over the situation. What is this magician doing? What is this magician doing, please? The Knight of Wands. So this person could be, I would say, possibly having like one night stands. They're inconsistent. I feel like an energy of frustration, like feeling frustrated. We have some of you are dealing with the Taurus, because I've been wanting to say that, but this could be the Knight of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Some of you could be dealing with someone who was a liar. They were like a snake oil salesman. They were, inconsistent. They were in and out. They were dealing with multiple people. Because the Knight of Wands is an energy of someone who could be sleeping around, or someone who's fast or easy, or, they're interested in this person, and then they're interested in that person, and ooh, I'm chasing after you, and they're chasing after this, and they're chasing after that. They're just very inconsistent and all over the place, and I don't feel like this person's making the best decisions, or they've made the best decisions for themselves, and definitely when it comes to this connection. And I feel like they are kind of paying for that, or they're realizing that in some kind of a way. Let's see how the signs are feeling about Sagittarius, Aries to Pisces. How are the signs feeling about Sagittarius, Aries to Pisces, please? All right, so Aries, how does Aries feel about Sagittarius? Rebound. I just need someone to help me get over the pain of losing you. So that's kind of what I was saying, where I feel like, they could be sleeping around, sleeping with others, because there's a lack of focus, a lack of direction. They need to like regroup here. The Judgment card is like kind of reviewing something, whatever it might be. It could be like reviewing the relationship in total. Well, you know what, I and making a decision about, I this is not the relationship for me, or this is the relationship for me. Are you reviewing your life choices? Those kinds of things. But this person is not so much doing that where I feel like they need to. They are ignoring with certain things, and instead they're just in this energy of what's next. And it's kind of like doing that to not feel. I don't want to feel anything. I don't want to think about the choices I've made. I don't want to think about this. I just want to be satisfied. I want to feel instant pleasure. So I feel like this person's possibly having rebounds, sleeping around, multiple rebounds, or there could be in a relationship with someone right now where it's more of a rebound. If you're dealing with a Taurus, we have freedom, and it says, I want the freedom to pursue my own happiness right now. So this could be someone who, with a Taurus, it could be where they're actually saying, this is not the relationship for me because I want some sort of freedom, and they're not manifesting in your direction. If you're dealing with a Gemini, we have strategizing, and it says, I'm coming up with a plan and an offer you can't refuse. So, possibly a Gemini who's trying to come towards you to figure out a way to come towards you, is what I'm saying. But be careful with the Gemini who could be very, with the magician here, that's a very, what's the word? The Gemini energy, it's very quick, it's a very quick mental energy, so they can have a tendency to be tricky if they need to or if they want to be. If it's negative, it could be that snake oil salesman type person is strategizing energy, a manipulative energy, and they're very good at it because they're very mental. Okay, very mental sign. So if you're dealing with a Cancer, we have only you, and it says, I'm not seeing anyone else, if that's what you're wondering. If you're dealing with a Leo, we have practice forgiveness. So they may be wanting forgiveness, or maybe they are part of their lesson is to learn to forgive. It may be learn to forgive and get back together, or learn to forgive and let go. If you're dealing with a Virgo, we have telepathic, and it says, I close my eyes and speak to you in 100 silent ways. If you're dealing with a Libra, we have divinely guided. You might be meeting a new Libra. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, I feel like this person's moved on, and it says, I'm letting you go now so we can both move on. If you're dealing with another Sagittarius, we have pretending. And so I feel like this is someone who, it says, I'm pretending to be happy and that all is fine, but I'm miserable. So another Sagittarius energy who is, again, they're not happy, frustration, not over it, but possibly acting as if everything is great. Capricorn, we have desperate, and it says, I need answers. Talk to me. I'm going mad trying to understand. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, we have reconciliation, and it says, I'm working up the courage to ask you out on a date. And if you're dealing with a Pisces, we have dying love, and it says, I'm trying to remain hopeful, but I feel you slipping away. So overall, the energy that I'm feeling is someone who is not really over it. They may need closure or want closure, or they're making some decisions like to deal with their pain about losing the situation, making very unhealthy decisions, like doing things to possibly try to mask how they really feel. What went wrong in this connection? What was the problem? What was the issue? Blowing up the phone 24/7, always giving them or you shit and complaining. So somebody complained a lot. I feel like someone may have felt like the other person was possibly a nag. I think I had that with Scorpio energy, where that person, whoever they was on their mind, kind of felt like they nagged a lot, argued, complained. Maybe someone was made themselves just too available. I don't know if it was you or them, but someone possibly made themselves too available. I think that there was like a lot of arguing, or just someone who, you know, felt like things they just nagged about everything. I don't know who it was, complained about everything, whether they it was justified in the things that they were saying, because sometimes we might be saying things that are true, like I would like for you to do this more and do that more. And maybe that's true. Maybe they could have. But if that person's not ready to be that person that the other person wants them to be, all that other person hears is want, nag, 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 nag. Let's see, what messages do we have for Sagittarius? Message, advice for Sagittarius. Someone may have been calling like constantly, like someone who just calls and it's not that they call and complain, but like every time someone may feel like every time we're together, every time I hear from you, it's negative. It's just something that, you know, always angry about or complaining about. Someone may have been blowing up somebody else's phone and the other person didn't like it. It's like, who's calling you? Who's texting you? Who are you texting? All right, we have happy times. You're entering a happier cycle. You did the work and overcame so much. Now it's your turn to receive in a major way. It's time. You had enough lessons. So, yes, there was a lesson here, Sagittarius. We have you. It says you had enough lessons. We have lessons here. So, whether or not this works out between the two of you at some point, that's not really what's actually relevant. What's actually relevant is what did you learn and where's your growth? How did you grow from this? Because those of you who will have relationships, moving forward, you don't want to take that same type of energy into your next relationships. You want to be continually evolve and grow and learn, even if it hurts at the time, and oftentimes it does. If we put our hand on fire, that doesn't feel good, but that's how we learn as a child. Oh, you don't want to touch the stove. You don't want to touch the iron. If it felt good, then we'll keep doing it, right? So oftentimes a lesson doesn't feel good, but you evolve and you mature and you grow and then you go into the next relationship better. So I feel like there are happier times ahead for you, regardless if it's whether or not it's with this person. Let's grab one more card for Sagittarius and then we're going to do an angel answers card. So we have Three of Fire. This talks about abundance, things looking very good, having patience, and making long term plans for your future. So go ahead and think of a question, and we'll pull an answer card for Sagittarius. What is the answer to Sagittarius's questions? What is the answer to Sagittarius's questions, please? What is the answer to Sagittarius's question? All right, we have wait. All right, so that is what I have for you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. You stay blessed, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.